You just made my day.
You make every day.
You're the best man.
She's a babe.
Thanks, bro.
She's a babe.
Thanks, bro.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon. Happy Saturday, everyone. Today is the 27th of June and you are here with me, Daphne Iking, with my co-producer, stroke manager, stroke hubby, stroke business partner, stroke everything under the sun, and obviously a very, very happy man because Liverpool has taken the trophy. Is it a cup? Is it a cup or a trophy? What do you call it, man? I know everyone, all the Reds have been going crazy.
We are the champions of the world, that's for sure. I'm going to tell you that. Come on now. I mean, we have been waiting for 30 years. 30 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. 30 years, but worth the wait because we are the champions of the world. We beat the Manures. We beat the Man City.
That I'm a bit excited about. The fact that you guys beat Manchester United.
For sure.
And I don't know what it is. It's everyone against Man United. But you know what? Liverpool fans out there, congratulations. Liverpool team, of course, the team itself. Congratulations, big duo. Kudos, not as if they can hear us from over here. But yeah.
They are listening, don't worry.
They are listening, eh? There's a lot of southern Liverpool fans out there.
Yes.
Or those coming out from the closet. I would like to say first and foremost that I'm actually an Arsenal fan. Still am, will always be. But I wore the jersey because I am also a family woman. Because I love my husband so much. And that we didn't have an official family photo ever since Elon has been born. And because he had already dressed all the kids up in their Liverpool jersey, we decided, you know, I'm not going to be walking alone. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Did I get your what do you call that? The theme?
You never walk alone.
You never walk alone.
You never walk alone with Liverpool because you see, I mean, we accept also those who finally discovered that Man United fans out here. I'm going to
be nice lah. Might be nice.
The Manures
have sportsmanship.
That they have nothing right now. They have nothing.
Really?
They can join us. You know, like how Pribumi accept all the UMNO members. The same thing. We are not Pribumi, but we accept lah because you know, moving on MCO and all that, kesian dorang. Dia macam dah tak ada pendirian dah. They can join a real team like Liverpool. You know, like Liverpool. Arsenal, so we accept you.
It's okay, but I will support you by default. Okay, love.
Okay.
And you know, you spoke about politics. Just very, very quickly before I introduce my beautiful newlywed friend of mine to speak more about her MCO marriage. Very, very quickly, there is another marriage of sort, or is it a divorce that's taking place between Pakatan Plus? I still don't get it, guys. I do not understand, first and foremost, why is Tun Mahathir very reluctant to let go of his prime ministership? Okay, that's one. Number two, why is Anwar so terhege-hege nak juga jadi prime minister, and why is he reluctant to join in the Pakatan Plus proposal of him just waiting a little bit longer? We don't know how long more, but yeah. Number three, what do you feel about our current prime minister's how is he doing so far amidst it all, even though dia main belakang and everything? Do you think he's doing great? Number four, my another question that I have, and all these are very legit questions that I have. I'm sure some of you also have the same questions in your head right now. Number four is, do you think Najib is gaining popularity? I normally don't speak politics on this show, but because we're talking of marriage of some sort, and I just felt I wanted to get your input on this. And how many of you are like me, who's just so not interested in politics anymore, facing the political fatigue and just like, I don't give a shit anymore, just get your job done, and I'm tired of all this politicking? I would like your answers now. All right.
Yeah, very simple. Let me just answer in 3 lines.
Okay.
Number one, because gila talak.
Gila talak.
The old guy, the Prime Minister.
That's not really 3 words. That's gila talak.
Gila talak. Gila talak is one phrase for the number one. You see, there's 3 questions right you asking.
Oh, faham.
So dia gila talak. Dia dah resign and then now he wants a job again.
Okay.
So what the hell, man? I thought you resign as chairman. Now you want. Second is why Anwar still wants the
Why can't he
premiership.
wait? Why can't he wait with
He's
the new
really
Pakatan?
waited for 20 years.
Okay.
It was promised to him from 97 when he was the deputy prime minister, but unfortunately he was put in jail. By the same prime minister. Hey, guess what? So he was promised the prime ministership. So how long you gotta wait?
You know, things change, you know. It's just like how I got married and then I got
Yeah,
divorced
so
and
things
then I
change. You're
married
saying
you.
Tun is a better man. Okay, he's a better man. Okay, give it to him now.
Yeah.
Why come in back as a prime minister for 6 months, for the third time? What's he gonna do when he gets into the prime ministership in 6 months? The first month, they all gonna ask him, when you gonna step down? Yeah, because 6 months from now.
Well, it's interesting
we have
because
to
I've
prepare.
actually put this up in my private Facebook page, and a lot of people have said that it's because, you know, when you're trying to carry out a few policies, you need a longer time to get those things rolling. But I would like to get your views, and it'll be interesting to know what your thoughts are about. Things happen quickly, some things don't happen, but this one surely did happen within 24 hours. Our girlfriend over here had to prepare her marriage within 24 hours, and here's the first disclaimer. She can say it again because I think that was really funny when I read her Facebook page. She said, "No, I'm not pregnant." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a good friend of mine, an ex-colleague from NTV7, Dayana. Rosti, newlywed. Congratulations, Dayana. Hi, how are you?
Still feel like I'm in a dream because it happened so fast.
Right. So first and foremost, how are you doing? What have you been busy with? How's the MCO been? How's the MCO taking a toll or not on you?
Well, basically, I'm okay, but like the MCO really made situation work-wise, economy-wise, personal, and I think not just me, but a lot of my friends really affected us, especially when you're in a business or dealing with people.
Yeah.
So we can't meet. If you can't meet people, how can you do work and business? Yes, you say you can do online, but not everyone is IT literate. So like to transfer that you're talking about, if I'm dealing with the older generation who's used to only be seeing face to face, and they don't know what is Zoom, how to video call. So yeah, it really financially affected me and a lot of other mates who are in the same business, events, and any business dealing with people. Yeah, and there's no traveling.
Well, one thing that didn't stop you is getting married to the man of your dreams. So congratulations once again. I mean, how did you meet your husband, Stephen, or you call him Steve?
Yeah. So believe it or not, as much as I previously was hesitant, I met my husband on Tinder.
Wow. We've got a few friends who actually are happily married, and all of them met over that social platform called
Hookup job.
Tinder.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's my friend who found her husband on Tinder. A few of my friends found their husbands on Tinder.
Right.
I was on it years ago, but I thought the quality of the candidates that I found in Malaysia, which not really. So then when I went to Holland, my mate said hey, why don't you try it out, because it's different here in Holland. And so I switched it on in Holland. Because over there people are using Tinder for serious relationships. So so it depends on the region, the way you are, and so
What do you reckon Malaysia is at in terms of
Malaysia-
using the Tinder app? Is it more for
Honestly,
a very touch and go hookup, or?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's exactly it. For Malaysia, it's mostly to be direct. It's for booty calls, right? That's what the most men on Tinder in Malaysia are only up for having fun, which is why I switched it off years ago, because I said this is not
It's not your
something
thing.
not my thing, unless because I will always tell a friend what I'm looking for, Or maybe if I want to just go out for coffee, I'd say I want to go out for coffee. And
How
then
many
the-
swipes before? Is that what you call it? You swipe it,
Yeah,
right?
swipes, yeah.
And then how many swipes before you met your man? I mean, finally,
Well-
like I'm sure you went out with a few. I don't know how it works, but I'm quite curious.
Hey, don't spill the beans, babe. Don't spill the beans.
I'm just
So
curious
to
to
be
know how it works because I've got a lot of single friends out there.
friends. Well, basically, what I can give some tips for people who are
There you
for
go,
women
Tinder
who are
tips.
using Tinder
Yes.
is that you have to know the questions to ask, and you also need to be very careful about before you go out. It's safest that you insist on a video call because a lot of profiles on Tinder are fake.
Tipu.
And especially in Malaysia, a lot of fake profiles. So they put on some dashing person's face and they're like, no, not discriminating, like, you know, but why would you want to represent who you're not, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, at the end of the day, you end up talking to a scammer or catfisher or like, and if they don't want to video call you, then that's definitely, they're not
There's,
the person
there's something off there.
off there. So like it's, you know, the safety is a concern. So to answer your question, how many people I went out with? So in Holland is a separate issue. I went out with quite a few, but they were all into serious relationships. Because before I decided to go out, I actually, you know, like asked them. Like it's almost like a when I'm doing recruitment or interview with the person, like when you're a journalist, you ask a lot of questions. So you have to know the questions to ask. And before I decide to go out or agree to go out, they know where I am at, like what page I'm on and what my intentions are. So
Good for you.
if
You
they
knew
say,
what you wanted right away.
Yeah, right away. Because I don't want to waste my time. I mean, like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, yeah,
How
it's
young are you,
very-
Dayana? Or is that a sensitive question to ask?
Well, I'm close to 40, but I've got 2 more years.
You look great. You look amazing. All right, for those of you who are joining me on my IG live, if you are seeing this in just a portrait mode and you don't feel comfortable, please head on over to my Facebook or my YouTube page, which is Daphne Iking. We are talking to Dayana, who is a friend of mine, an ex-colleague in NTV7, and she is going to talk to us about her MCO marriage that took place very, very recently. Congratulations once again. And she's giving us some Tinder tips. Now, here's one thing. I mean, even though you want to be as authentic as you can on Tinder, but at the same time, you want to try and sell yourself. I mean, you're Dayana. I mean, now you're taken, of course. You know, pardon to Steve. But if you wanted to sell yourself, you want to sell yourself, but not taklah filter sampai tak nampak hidung
Yeah,
semua
betul.
kan.
To be
So
honest,
what do
yeah.
you do? How can you sell yourself? How can you make it more striking?
No, what I don't like is actually this Mamat is from Kepong, but then he put a picture of dia ingat dia George Clooney. I mean,
George
why?
Clooney. Exactly.
Why? I mean, come on, man. Come on. I know George is beautiful,
Exactly.
handsome and all, but come on.
Exactly.
So what are your tips, Dayana?
So basically, well, the thing is, like for me, because I want like someone who accepts me for who I am, you know, the real me, right?
Yeah.
So I updated the photo when I when I rejoined Tinder again recently. So I'm like, ambil je muka apa, tak ada foundation, tak ada apa. Aku tempel lipstick saja. Let's put like you know how I would go out to the shop, just lipstick dengan eyeliner bodoh je. And then like, you know, ambil gambar as real as possible, like, you know, my real size and all that, you know. Okay, if whoever wants to date me, ni aku yang tembam ni, kau nak, if you want to date me, okay, this is how I look like right now. Because I do have a few photos from the past. I also put that, like, you know, like, because I malas nak delete the old photos, and I got guys asking me like, so which one is your most recent photo? I mean, like,
They asked that.
how
Oh,
do you look
wow.
like now? Yeah, they do. So because when I did that, it was like, you know, Dutchmen are very direct. So when I did that in Holland, so they asked me like, that's what I like about, you know, Tinder, going to Tinder in Holland, because Dutchmen are very direct. So you can just straight away ask and say what you want and all that. But like, my husband is not Dutch. My husband is British. So ironically, because before this, I've always been into British men, but I was like, maybe,
Oh, yes.
you know, yeah. So, you know, the Hugh Grants kind of, accent kind of thing.
Is it because of the accent, or you're just drawn to white men?
Well, to be
I don't know if
honest,
that's even politically correct what I just said just now.
yeah,
But yes.
but anyway, well, I have had like in the past I've dated different races, right? But
Right.
yes, my first boyfriend was English, and I had a few more because I was living abroad. I was living in England before, so my first few boyfriends were English, British, or British mix something, but ultimately they're British. So. And then when I got back to Malaysia, I dated different, you know, like I dated
A
mixed
diverse
races.
lot.
Diverse lot, yes. Yeah, you know, I don't discriminate when it comes to dating, right? So as long as,
But do you think I know these questions are like coming out of nowhere. The questions that I initially gave you were like all about your MCO, but I'm just curious because I know you're someone that speaks her mind, and I love that about you. But do you think that someone is always drawn to a particular look or a particular personality and stuff? Because I always said I'll never date a Melayu man, and I married one, and here we are 11 years down the road, and I'm still married to him. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, because I've got friends who are like, no, I want Mak Saleh, and they do end up with Mak Saleh, and they do date Mak Saleh, you know.
Right.
Have you've always liked Mak Saleh compared to Asian men, or?
Well, see, like as I grew from stages to stage, I think my tastes changed. Also, like when I was in school, like okay, so I started going to school in England, right? So yeah, I dated a lot of white English men or mixed race. But then when I got to Malaysia, I was really into Chinese guys. So I only like Chinese guys. Yeah, only Chinese men. And anything non-Chinese, I'm not interested. Then like. After that, like it kind of evolved, and like then I'm open to like whatever. But I still tend to go, even if they're like Malay in their like in the IC Malay. But like usually, some of my exes are like mixed Thai. They kind of look Chinese as well.
Right.
So I was always drawn to like mixed kind of.
So it's the look. It's not so much about the background.
Well,
Culturally.
Yeah, when you're younger, it's about the looks, isn't it? It's all about the looks.
Isn't
like,
it? Oh my God.
Cute, isn't it?
Steve's really gotten into you, isn't it? Well, Steve is such a lucky man to have you, Dayana. Seriously. I mean, at the end of the day, you found your man. How long before you guys decided to tie the knot? How long before it got serious?
To be honest, it was a surprise because when I met Steve, he was the last. I was like, okay, ni last. I'm going out on this one last date, and I'm going to switch it off again because in Malaysia, Tinder is like, susahnya nak filter because I only like before him in Malaysia, I went out with I think about three to four other guys before. He was the last one before, and apparently he said the same thing. He was like, he just switched it on because he was.
Now I wish I forced Steve to go on the interview with you. Just so that I can get insights of the man. But yeah, anyway, sorry. So both of you were like, okay, last kope, I'm going to just try it out. This doesn't turn out, I'm going to go back to the conservative, traditional way of finding a man or a woman.
Or just like be single and like enjoy life and that kind of thing,
Love
so basically that was it. And like, so we met, and then like after the first 1 or 2 dates, he was like, I think I'm going to marry you. I was like, kau dah kenapa? I was like,
Dia sanggup sunat tak?
Kak Ros. Dia sanggup sunat. Do they have to sunat? No, we had this topic before because we wanted to know when we should sunat Elon, my newborn. And then we figured out, so, as in Islam, because that's one of the things. And I don't think it's necessary, but is it? I mean, is it?
Okay, so this is what from my understanding, well, I'm the wrong person to talk about religion, but this is what I understand. The reason why it's called sunnah, the reason why it's called sunnah is because it's not wajib. So it's not compulsory.
I like the answer.
Right?
There you go.
So it's not compulsory in Islam. However, because, people like to make their own laws when it comes to the religion, you'll find that in certain countries, in order for a Muslim man to get married to a Muslim woman, they made it compulsory for them to be circumcised. But in Islam, it's not compulsory. It's not
and you know
wajib
what
at
I
all.
have to say about that? At the end of the day, it's about what the partner feels and as long as you keep it clean, because the whole reason why you actually do circumcision is to make sure that it's clean. That's it, right?
Yes.
So to
But
each and their own.
in countries like Thailand, they made it compulsory for the
Serious?
man to be circumcised. Otherwise,
Kalau
they
dah
wouldn't
tua-tua
move
dah
over.
kena ni lah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yes.
That's crazy.
To us. Yeah, that's very that's not fair actually, because it's not, if it's not compulsory in Islam, then why
You got a
another
point
person
there.
compulsory?
You've got a
So
point there.
yeah.
No, you know why? Because at that age, you know the old boots,
What old boots?
the old army boots too.
Okay.
Why people
Sedap.
keep on wearing it? Because it's sedap. So why you wanna modify and cut it?
Yes.
You can choose, you can choose to ignore, Dayana. My husband ni, you haven't got a, yes. People are laughing, by the way. I've got like some comments over IG and stuff like that. Again, for those of you who just joined us, we're with Dayana. She just got married on the 19th of June, MCO style. And let's take a look at some of the pictures that we have of you on your crazy MCO wedding. Let's just let's just go on here. Sorry, I'm just trying to maneuver with the baby on me. You know, we go style, kampung like that. So this took place on the 19th of June. You've got your family members there. At this point, gatherings were not more than 250, because that's going to start on the 1st of July. We're going to talk about that more. This is obviously your family, and that's Steve over there with you. Actually, it's quite beautiful. I'm surprised you had only 24 hours to bersiap sedia.
Crazy. But betul, because what happened was, okay, so when we met, it was just before lockdown, kan? So that one, then because of the lockdown, we couldn't go to the offices, not register, not find all the documentation to go to up and down to pejabat agama and all that. So it was impossible for us. So so once the MCO ni lifted for about this recovery, now it's RMCO, right? Recovery MCO. So then we started going to the offices and all that.
Cool, makan KFC.
Makan KFC tu.
Beautiful.
Kejap, nanti
Bonus
pasal KFC tu
this.
nanti. I want to know about your ni first. How did you get on with your MCO wedding?
The wedding. So basically, we almost macam give up tau. Like, you know, are we getting married? Are we not getting married? Because Jais cakap immigration kena approve dulu, British High Com kena approve. So we did all the approvals. Like, you know, I went to the kursus, what do you call that? Kursus kahwin years ago just for fun. So luckily I did that. So but I lost the certificate, so I had to go to the pejabat agama and get it printed, pay 10 ringgit. So then, got that, and then tried to finalize all the documentations. And then,
But did Steve have to do the kursus kahwin also?
Oh no, he didn't have to. He doesn't have to, because he's not non-Malaysian. So non-Malaysians.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I just found out when I was, when you get the list.
Lucky you, Steve. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it's good. It's good, but yeah, I'll go into that another day, one day.
No, because the problem is the kursus kahwin is in BM. That's why. That's the one
They
reason
have English
nobody
as
was speaking
They
English.
have in English also. Ada.
Yeah, but the English is
Taman
not so English lah.
Ada dekat Taman Tun. Okay, sorry. And then, so you had all that. You did all you could to get all the
Yes.
approvals, the permits, and what have you.
Yes,
And
and
then?
British High Commission was really supportive. British High Commission in Malaysia, so we got the letters and we had to get it approved in Wisma Putra. We got everything sorted. However, we came to a challenging situation when because in order for us to see the immigration about anything about getting married, a permission or whatever, now we have to have an appointment. So they say go to the system, right? So the system, only opens up until a certain date in KL, in Putrajaya. So it's all booked out until September. So I'm like, macam mana ni aku nak kahwin? Kan esok mati menopause semua. Tak sempat kan? You don't know when are you gonna go. So it's okay, so what do we do? Okay, then I thought, maybe we can go to immigration outside of KL, Putrajaya. So then I tried to look for appointments in Negeri Sembilan, all booked out till September. Went to immigration, tengok online for the Melaka, all booked up. So I was like, the next date is Pahang or what? Then my mom said that, why don't you go to Perak? We've got family there, at least you can lepak-lepak or whatever. So then I managed to get an appointment in Perak, and luckily we got to talk to the personnel. But then they told us that in this during this MCO situation, they really can't help us basically unless Steve goes back to the UK. But then if he goes back to the UK, he can't get out. From
You
the
can't
UK
even
to
get
Malaysia
out. You
because
can't even travel
I
out.
can't get out. Exactly. So because of that, then I said like, you know what? I don't care. I think I want to get married. I don't care if it's like orang asli style ke, Vegas style ke, apa ke, online or whatever, in whatever way, Islam or non-Islam. I know to that extent lah. I said like, you know what? Civil marriage ke apa ke, aku dah tak kisah, because you came to that point where you can't really think. So then when I
You
said
just want to
online,
get
then I
married
said,
to him. You just want to be
just gonna
legally
get
his
married,
wife.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to get married because like it's not every day that you meet someone and like you feel that, oh, this is it, this is the one.
I
And then
love
if you
it. Oh my god.
so like, and then like this MCO thing has delayed everything. So then like when I said like, hey, hang on, you're British, like maybe you can try like online thing or something. Then I talked to my dad. My dad, I said about we didn't come to a solution. So I said like maybe we're thinking about online. And my dad was very supportive, saying like,
Bless him.
So it's like let's do it like online, whatever. So then like we contacted some family members and they helped to connect us with people from certain mosques. And then like so he said like, then the ustaz and my mom said like, okay, so it was a Tuesday. So Tuesday night my mom made the call. And then on Wednesday the ustaz said like, oh, we want to have an interview with the future bride and groom and the two witnesses and the wali on Wednesday.
Wali would be your dad,
evening.
right?
My dad and the two witnesses. So ended up my brother became a witness, his father-in-law became a witness because he was here, and we have to think about all the SOPs, social distancing, who can we call in, so, and it has to be less than how many people. So like we drove from Perak Tuesday, rushed back to Shah Alam on Wednesday, waited for the interview at 6 p.m. and then Imam said like, okay, if we can submit all the documents and everything, we'll let you know by tomorrow. Most likely you can nikah on Friday. I'm like, what, Friday next week? No. Like Friday, like the day after tomorrow. I was like, what? Okay, but then like you have to submit all the documents first, and then we'll inform you.
Oh my
tomorrow.
god.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why you put up on Facebook that you had less than 24 hours to
24
prepare.
hours.
But for 24 hours, that looks quite amaze, boss. I mean, you can't hire an events person, but you're an events. So how did you come up with all the designs?
So what happened was, luckily, like because my sister and my brother got married, and we had we made friends with a wedding planner, and.
Right.
Luckily, because I did ask my friend, another friend of mine, it's like, babe, who's also an events person, said, babe, can you help me? Like I've got less than 24 hours. Do you think you can come up with something for Friday? Aku tak kisahlah apa benda-benda asalkan like anything simple, whatever, like just something that she was like, oh no, I can't do for Friday because it's too short notice for her. So I'm like, thinking, okay. Then I remembered my sister and my brother's wedding, and we had this wedding planner yang, they come over, we were like friends and stuff. So I just called them and said, hey, korang free tak Friday? Because like Friday or like, because that time was midnight already, right? So why? I said, we might have a nikah ceremony, but like we're not sure because we have to wait Thursday petang malam-malam baru we know it's confirmed or not. They can standby je lah. So like then I said, oh yeah, alamak, okay, then we have to have a meeting. So Wednesday night, I think was it Wednesday night itself, they came for a meeting because I went out to try and find rings on Wednesday just in case the nikah will happen. So like, kelam kabut lah cari cincin, whatever.
And then baju semua macam mana? Baju, makeup I know you can do your own lah.
Baju, okay, so like years ago I went for Umrah, and then I bought like that particular white jubah, and I actually said like, one day if I can't find anything to wear to get married, I can just wear this. Like you jokingly say stuff like that.
And well, for women, that's quite for a woman, that's quite okay lah. We might have a white baju. Yeah. But for Steve, that looked like something that was sort of custom made. Don't tell me that he kebetulan had a white baju Melayu in his closet.
No, I think that was my dad's. We korek, and then like, because my dad had to attend many events, kan? Right. So like we tried my brother's baju, my dad's baju, and luckily enough that he fits like both my brother's and my dad's baju. So it's like, okay, we can't wear white, we wear whatever color lah, pink or blue. And coincidentally, like my dad has like a white baju Melayu and then a white sampin and all that. So when he fits, that's okay. That's it. This is gonna be your baju Melayu. But like we still had time on Thursday if we can't he can't fit any of our baju, so we could still go to Shah Alam ni banyak butik-butik baju Melayu
betul.
kan. So,
Tapi masa tu dah buka ke belum? Oh dah. 19 Jun dah
tapi
buka.
like, but then the thing is now we cannot try baju. That's the whole thing.
Oh
We
my
can't
gosh,
try,
yes, you can't go into the fitting room. Oh my god, it's like obstacle after obstacle. And tell us about the KFC. I mean, that is for the win. Let's just take a look at that picture again. That's you and Steve just going, ta-da! Here, thank you for coming. Here's your KFC. Talk us through.
So basically, right, the night when the wedding planners came, and I said, apa benda? We just talk about the pelamin first, right? Then we talked about pelamin, and then like, okay, so what can you guys do first? Okay, maybe they can do the setup. Makan, tak sure, because it's too last minute.
I feel like KFC right now.
I know, right? I feel like having KFC right now, Diana.
Right now.
Thanks, Diana and Steve.
Yeah. So basically, then and I said to my mom, I said, okay lah, apa nak susah-susah? It's just our family anyway.
Betul.
So it's not orang luar, and like and we don't want to like macam set up tables because it's just us, isn't it? It's like just nak masak-masak leceh semua. I said, what, let's just buy KFC lah. Like we can deliver it here or whatever kan. It's just 20 packs. There's a KFC nearby. Anyone wants to drive through, it's super easy. So then when we discussed with the wedding planners, they also agreed. They said, senang lah KFC, tak payah nak susah. Then they said, okay, we'll help with the ribbons and stuff. So basically, they help with the ribbons and make the KFC.
I think this is perfect. It's people who matter, with the man you're gonna marry, with the food that you want. Budget dah kecil sikit. But at the same time, you know how it's every woman's dream, well, most women or most girls dream to have this wedding of, like for me, we had a cowboy style nikah and wedding barbecue kat rumah, just a small one but this was our second marriage. Of course, for our first marriage, we had the whole shebang. I'm not sure if this is Steve's first wedding too or marriage too.
Oh no, it's not Steve's first.
Okay,
but it's my first. But
and how do you feel about that? Yeah, how do you feel that it wasn't as big as you probably envisioned it, or you're fine with anything?
Well, right. To be honest, I've always said I wanted a small, intimate wedding.
Well, there you go.
So I always said that I want it to be with close families, but I also want it to be with selected friends, which is supposed to happen. Like we did kind of want to plan it like before MCO. We said like maybe we look at a day before my birthday, which is my birthday is on 7th of June. We did look at 6th of June as the date, but like if we had it on the 6th of June, we'll invite like friends and family and and just like get it done and over with in one day, kan, nikah and then like party whatever. So like then like because of the MCO, then we have to scrap off the day. Tak jadi. So I pun la tak adalah plan apa-apa pun. La because like you can't do anything. You can't go for site recce. You can't do any planning at all. So then like tiba-tiba like this, oh my god, less than 24 hours. They really challenged my events planning skills, because like less than 24 hours I have to think of a theme. So when the wedding planner said, you nak tema apa? I'm like, okay, it's less than 24 hours. Apa barang yang you have? Like, because I don't want to buy, you can't buy new stuff because like all this lockdown. So I said, apa ada Apple? Apple tak ada. Peacock.
Apa pasal Apple pula? Diana. The butterfly. It looks like a gardening.
Yeah, that's a butterfly. Yeah, there's a butterfly there. They have banyak butterfly. Okay, so butterfly lah because.
I'm so happy for you, babe. I'm really, really happy for you. I know you've always been someone who wore her heart on the sleeve, and you're such a lovable person. I'm so happy. I mean, I'm just looking at you right now. I mean, we chat over our group chat and everything, but looking at you right now about being on Zoom. But yeah, you look so happy, and I really wish the both of you happiness. Now that 1st of July, apparently the government is agreeing to allow weddings to take place or live gatherings and stuff like that, events. But I think they're gonna limit it to 250 people. Do you think you're gonna have a reception then, or kau dah rasa macam regret sikit tak? Macam, alah, should have waited kan? Just a few more weeks, I could have got more people or like no, this is this is fine, and I'll have like a little party when everything's okay. What do you feel?
Yeah, I think it's more that I think I'm glad that we got the nikah done and over with, because it was, you know, the hassle, the almost like, are we gonna get married or not? Are we gonna like be still together or not? That kind of, you know, thing. So like once the nikah is done, it's like, oh, okay, at least one step done. So like about the gathering, because we want Steve's dad to come over, and he can't fly out of UK right now, so we still have to wait for once people from UK can fly over to Malaysia for him to attend the wedding. So maybe the wedding party with, you know, friends and all that will have to like wait until the next announcement when he can fly out from.
But you know what? You guys are married. I think that's the most important thing. You know, legally in the eyes of God, in front of your parents and those who matter. That's done. I mean, of course, Steve would like his father to be there, but at least it's done. You know, the crucial, essential part that's done. I think that's important.
Lega lah, that part is lega.
Betul?
Because like then, you know, we can figure out what's the next phase, because otherwise when it's too much delay, it puts pressure on both of us, then, you know, it gives pressure on the relationship as well, and like,
And let's face it, we ain't spring chicken anymore.
Yeah, man.
So let's just get it on, girl. What are your plans moving forward? Are you both going to be staying here in Malaysia? Are you going to move over to UK? What's the story, Morning Glory?
Ideally, Steve prefers to be here in Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia rocks, Steve. Well, good choice.
So he likes the sun, you know. He likes being in the jungle and all that. So we both will migrate to our B&B in Perak, and we'll manage that. So yeah, I think it's a healthier environment to be in. Ada kampung sikit. Perak buat apa?
Ata komen yang Perak ke? Atanya pun. Mana batu gajah?
Mak I orang Perak.
I have no idea what they just said. That just flew by me.
My mom's from Taiping, so but we built a villa half an hour away from Taiping, 10 minutes from Kuala Kangsar. So you can ETS from KL Central straight to Kuala Kangsar, and just like 10
We
minutes.
should try that, you know.
No, because my kampung, so where my parents are from Kuala Kangsar, atanya pun.
Kuala Kangsar, is it?
So Tipin dekat le. Kan ikut jalan Tipin lama.
You know, that's something that we can do with the kids.
Yeah, we can go to
Take
the Airbnb, yeah.
We've never taken the ETS. Is it like open now? Using the train?
Should be.
Yeah. So now that you've mentioned your Airbnb, I mean, the tourism sector was the first to, you know, get a major plunge during this whole pandemic. How is it for you? What are your plans with that? I mean, now that you're gonna, you know, probably move in there with Steve, manage it.
So, well, I think because people can't fly out of Malaysia, so it looks like the locals will be, you know, our target customers, I guess. And I think like recently, Langkawi had like booked out hotels.
Yeah, man, crazy.
Yes. So like people are dying to go out, and like they can't fly out of Malaysia. So I guess in a way it's good for Malaysia, boosting tourism amongst our own locals. But then again, I guess it will affect some of the, like I know hotels are closing down and closed down, and like some of my friends' husbands who are in the hospitality industry, they're asked to work only part-time, and you know, because things are these I'm talking about hotels which attract tourists from overseas, so they will be affected. I think some attractions will be affected as well, because depends on the spending power. But then again, like, you know, Legoland has proven that most of the, you know, previous visitors are Malaysians. So then again, I think we'll be all right as long as we keep on generating.
I've been saying this over and over again. I think this is like a little reset button. Obviously, everyone is affected, including us, and we're feeling the pinch. It's not like a pinch; it's like a slap right now. But
yeah, exactly.
But you know, there's blessings in this. Like I see the blessings in your wedding, this MCO 24-hour preparation thing, as being more intimate, and that, you know, yeah. Well, congratulations once again, Dayana. I'm just so happy for you. Any final words to anyone out there who plan to get married, MCO style? Although we are slowly recovering right now, so yeah. Final words.
I think for couples who are getting married, just remember that it's about you and your husband. Like I think a lot of people want to impress other people. Sometimes I also know a lot of couples take loans to get married because to impress other people. So you shouldn't do that. Just, if you can afford KFC, sedap apa KFC. If you can afford a Happy Meal, nasi lemak bungkus, go for it. Like, I think people who attend your event will appreciate whatever you give, kan, dapat makanan free, kan, siapa tak suka. So like, I think couples should like learn to stop impressing other people. If you can't, jangan what do you say that? Don't spend beyond your means. If that's what you have, and remember that we don't know how long this MCO is going to be, and when's the next second wave. So whatever money that you have right now, because you don't know, there'll be a lot of people losing jobs, and if you want to get married right now, do it minimalist style. But if you have a lot of money to like throw away, then go ahead, have your fancy fairy tale wedding. But
you have a lot of money, pass it to us. Better.
Yes.
I will dua for you for the rest of your life.
Well, you know what? It's good that you saved your money, because who knows what your next chapter is. Maybe there'll be pitter patter, and the next time I'm interviewing you will be with your newborn. I don't know. You see what happened here? But thank you so much. Congratulations, Steve. If you're listening into this, congratulations. We've never met, but I'm dying to see who this man is. And I love you so much, Dayana. Thank you for agreeing to be on my show. Mwah. Bye.
See you soon.
See you. That was Dayana Rosti, and she recently got married MCO style with her husband on the 19th of June. Her husband is English, and Steve and her decided to get hitched, and they went around many ways trying to get married, and they finally decided to do it online, and everything went well, alhamdulillah. In fact, it probably was a blessing for her, because she got the wedding of her dreams, which was something intimate, something which was close-knit among her family and close friends, except for the fact that she couldn't have Steve's father, her father-in-law, in. And she had KFC. Baby, I know what I want for dinner tonight. Although technically I'm not done with my confinement, I'm observing the 44 days. I think I deserve my ayam goreng just because Liverpool menang. Tiba-tiba termasuk I pula Liverpool.
I mean, we are back on our perch as what Alex Ferguson didn't like, so yeah.
What is that thing with that Neville dude? That
Neville.
pundit, yeah.
Well, he's the reason why everyone hates Man U so much. If there's no Gary Neville or no Alex Ferguson, I think we won't hate Liverpool.
Alex is okay
so
lah.
much,
He's just a very strict, strong manager.
Lucky. Well, even Alex can step down. Why can't some Prime Minister just step down?
Well, he kind of had to, if you're talking about that particular Prime Minister. And speaking of presidents and Prime Ministers and leaders out of the world, guys, go out and make sure you register yourself as a voter, no matter which country you are in. If your country practices democracy, you have that right to be able to make that change or to create the wave that you want and the path that you want. All right, so I am going to be signing off. There are some news that have been, there are updates and news. First and foremost, I think one thing that I'm really excited about is the fact that from the 1st of July, spas are going to be open. I know I've been getting some spas and massages here, but that's a confinement spa massage, and that's totally different from the actual relaxing massage that I'm used to. So that's one thing good. And then cinemas are going to be open. Although this is one thing that I don't agree on, or what I don't like is, right now we're coming into our 4th month of our MCO. Surely they can get their SOPs and all the criterias down to the T. Like now they say 1st of July cinemas are open, but then still wishy-washy whether children can go into the cinema. Some say yes, some say no. So that is the only thing that I wish. When they make an announcement, make sure they're thorough. Like kids can go to school, but then wishy-washy again. So things like that. Right, so this is Daphne Iking, hoping that you have a fabulous weekend. It's been great so far. Congratulations to Liverpool. You will never walk alone. Congratulations to Dayana and Steve. Take care to everyone out there, and God bless. Anything else you want to add on?
No.
No? All right. Take care, peeps. Bye-bye.
Come on, give it up. What? Glad y'all coming to the show. Don't start no shit now.